In this tutorial, I'll show you how to create an animation that plays with perception, an alphabet rotating inside a circle and reacting to physics. The idea is to start with a 2D simulation using Newton, and then, thanks to a simple expression, give the illusion that this 2D physics simulation is actually happening in 3D. The result is intentionally inaccurate, but it looks convincing enough to fool the eye. I start by creating a circle using a shape layer. You could also use a mask on a solid or an image. Next, I create my alphabet, convert it to shape layers, and delete the original text layer, which is no longer needed. Then I move on to animation. I animate the rotation of the circle. My composition is 20 seconds long, and I set the rotation to make 5 full turns over that duration. I ease the keyframes and adjust the timing of the first keyframe. Now I launch Newton and separate each letter. I notice a problem. Newton sees my circle as a solid shape, even though it appears empty in After Effects. Because it's a perfect circle, Newton optimizes it. To fix this, I go back into After Effects and slightly distort the circle's scale. That's enough for Newton to interpret it as an empty circle. I increase the mesh precision to preserve the appearance of the circle. Back in After Effects, I delete the original alphabet layer. I select all my letters, center their anchor points to their contents, then return to Newton. But now the letters appear stacked on top of each other because I've modified their anchor points. To fix this, I reset the body transforms. I set the circle to kinematic so it follows the animation from After Effects, and I run a first simulation. But the letters slide too much. I select all the objects and increase the friction to 10. That's better, but to push the effect further, I also increase the gravity. Once I'm happy with the result, I export the simulation back to After Effects. In the new composition generated by Newton, I select all the letters, enable 3D on the layers, and switch the rendering engine to Advanced 3D. In the geometry options of the layers, I increase the extrusion to give the letters some volume. And the little trick that sells the illusion of 3D animation, thanks to Nick Greenewalt, I link the X rotation to the position with a simple expression, and copy it to all the layers. The result may be fake, but it's surprisingly convincing. Thanks for watching, and I hope this inspired you to experiment with physics and perception in your own projects. Don't hesitate to bend the rules. Sometimes a little visual trickery goes a long way. See you soon for more tutorials with Newton.